Somebody come get 'em. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello, and welcome to Too Old for TikTok. Catalina, how are you?
I'm well. I currently look very weird because I got my eyebrows tinted in preparation for a friend's wedding. And for the first maybe 2 days, I tend to look like the Tim and Eric skit Spaghetti.
When you came on, I said it looked like you had a filter on. What bold glamour, maybe?
Yes, bold glamour, but only on my
Eyebrows.
On my eyebrows.
Exactly.
I do know that it does fade.
Which is good. I love the shape. The shape is great. It's just like a lot of eyebrow color. It's very intense.
It also doesn't help that I'm not wearing any other makeup, which makes it look like even weirder. I'm taking a photo because it's really funny.
I'm really jealous of the wedding you're going to this weekend. It's going to be so fun. It's our friend Steph Raddick.
Yeah.
Ashley, friend of the pod, will be there.
She will.
I did get a last minute C group invite, but unfortunately I cannot attend.
Yeah, Steph was just texting people left and right one night being like, want to come to my wedding?
Excuse me, she told me in person. I didn't even get a text. I was personally invited.
Wow, that's really kind of her. It's so nice of her. Well, yes, I'm really excited. We're traveling to Austin, Texas, and we'll be there for a little while. So we'll see some friends because, as you know, both Ivan and I used to live there. I lived there for quite some time. So it's always nice to go back and eat tacos and see friends.
That's so great. Should we get into the talk? It's a lot of great things are happening in this end of April moment.
Also, happy Passover.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is it today specifically?
Monday and Tuesday are the first and second night, so those are the Seders. By the time this comes out, I will have had the Seders. Oh. And it's 8 days, so whatever 8 days from now at sunset, you could eat bread again.
Wow, you guys all love doing like 8-day holidays. We got Hanukkah, we got Passover. How many days is Purim?
Purim's just 1 day.
I'm just laughing because when we were in the city, Ivan was telling me this story. He was like, oh my God, I saw this person on the street dressed up like, and I was like, it was Purim. And he goes, no, Catalina, they were dressed up like Captain America.
So you could have a Purim person dressing up as Captain America.
I don't think it was Purim.
Also, I'm laughing because you had a very weird dream that involved me and Ben and Purim, and you said that Ben was dressed as a pepperoni.
Oh yeah, wait, I already forgot what happened in that dream. It was like a very bizarre anxiety dream featuring you and Ben. And one of the it was like you guys were going to go to a Purim party instead of my wedding. And I was really upset. And I was like, could you do both? Like, I don't know. And then Ben was dressed like a pepperoni.
I said, that's an anti-Semitic dream.
I mean, it's certainly not a kosher dream.
Exactly.
So, anyhow,
okay, well, let's start with Taylor Swift because her new album came out. Did you listen to it?
I did. So this past weekend, it was actually Friday when the album dropped, which happened to coincide with a 6-hour car ride that I had to take between Ohio and Pennsylvania. So I took the opportunity to listen to both sides of the album, whatever, the like 31 tracks, and come to my conclusions about it.
Yeah, I listened to probably 65%. I keep falling asleep while listening. I had a plane ride. We had to go to Raleigh for a wedding this past weekend. So I listened on the plane. I listened at midnight when it came out. And I haven't gotten through all the tracks. My initial thought was that a lot sounded very similar. But I was just thinking, I need to listen to it again. And I listened to it again. And there are some good tracks on there. But there's just so many. My friend Karen did the smartest thing, and she made a playlist of 11 songs, and she's like, now it's a normal album that I'll actually listen to and only have my favorite songs.
That's also funny because really artists put like a lot of effort into the way that they curate albums. But I think that also speaks to the fact that the album doesn't really feel as curated.
Because it's so much.
Now, I'd like to qualify my statements before I make them by saying that I am not a diehard Swiftie, but I'm also not not into Taylor Swift. I am a casual fan who has not drunk the Kool-Aid to the extent that I think that she is an infallible human, because honestly, I live by the phrase no idols. I don't think we should idolize truly anyone, because they're going to end up letting you down. And these people are human, and they are fallible.
I think I'm one step above you in the Taylor Swift kingdom.
Really?
Well, I think so.
Really?
You know why?
Why? Because you
'Cause
went
I went to her concert.
Well, my screen is thumbs upping you right now. I think that I am able to recognize that she is a human who has some faults, and I think that I'm not someone who's like obsessed with critiquing her either, because I think that we tend towards over dissecting people in the public eye as well, but they are in the public eye, and thus they are attracting that type of attention. But I would disagree, because I am the type of Taylor Swift fan that doesn't realize it, but every year when Spotify Wrapped comes around, Taylor Swift is my number one artist, and I'm like, why?
You're so right. I don't have Spotify Wrapped because I have Apple Music, but Taylor would definitely be up there for me. And again, we're gonna get into this. It's so hard not to compare Beyonce and Taylor when they're just dropping albums left and right.
Well, you're comparing superstars that are dropping albums at the same time, and albums of very different caliber.
Yes, Beyonce is definitely my top. Even when Apple Music does the thing, it's always like Beyonce I listen to the most.
For me, I just have some artists that if I don't know what to play, I'll play them. So I'll play some Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I'll play Lana Del Rey.
We both love Taylor Swift music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just because you love the music doesn't mean you have to love the person either. Like, you don't have to idolize the star
I like
system.
her a lot, but yeah, I agree. I don't think she's a person. Yeah. I agree.
All this to say, as I say, I found the album, it put me to sleep. I fell asleep. I fully fell asleep.
Which I kind of appreciate, because there's not, like, I have trouble falling asleep. So having something that I know will actually put me to sleep is not a bad thing for me.
No, I mean, I texted some friends and I said, this is going to be a great album to listen to while sleeping on a plane. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
It's like the energy is lulling me to bed.
Yes.
And there's a lot of albums that I go to. I go to some Coldplay albums. I go to Lana Del Rey's Ultraviolence. I go to Folklore, another Taylor Swift album. Mm-hmm. There's like a Rosalia album that makes me fall asleep. So yeah, I'm a little over it. I feel like she's just overexposed at this point, and so I'm tired, and because of that, I'm engaging on TikTok with the more critical side of the algorithm, where people they're poking fun at her. And I think that it's mostly just all in good fun. It's other ones that are just like, the level of musicianship on this album is funny compared to other albums that have come out recently, such as Cowboy Carter. And then, as we know, people are really into Taylor Swift's lyrics, but some of her lines, and she's always been like this, she has these lines that you're just like, what are you saying? And this is not new on this album. And so, two of the TikToks from this side of the TikTok algorithm that I'm watching that is sort of like poking fun at the album or making jokes about the album. One is by the user at Colin P. McGee.
I just want to make a really quick announcement here, super important. If Taylor Swift's new album wins Album of the Year over Cowboy Carter, I will have no choice but to storm the Capitol. So yeah, if that does happen, I will in fact be storming the Capitol with whoever's with me. You know, all are welcome. Come as you are. I think that the she's, theys, and gays have kind of been in this collective Cowboy Carter / Chappell Roan era, and I've been loving it. I don't typically get in to the pop music eras, but I've been really enjoying this, and I'm not really ready to move on. So you will have to pry this era from my dead cold fingers, and if I see you posting a Taylor Swift song, I will block you, even if you're my dearest friend. I think all of this is reasonable.
I think this is really funny. And it's funny, obviously, in the comments, some people are coming for him, I think.
Well, there's the diehard Swifties.
Not realizing, but it's satire, and it's just hysterical to compare this to like a January 6th
storming the
event.
Capitol. We're storming the Capitol.
It's so over the top. But like, yeah, it's like the need to compare Taylor and Beyonce, which he's poking fun at too. So
Right.
I love it.
Right, because then we get all the think pieces about how like Taylor Swift represents like white mediocrity, which like sometimes those are fun to engage with, and sometimes I just want to laugh at things on
we
TikTok.
gotta laugh. Nothing is, I mean, it's music. Like, let's have fun with it. It's TikTok. Let's
Well, you saw that they voted to pass the TikTok ban.
I did see that.
Are
But
we out of a job, Dina?
No, they have a year for, I think it's
sale.
a year for, exactly. So we'll see what happens. A year, a lot of things can happen in a year. Let's see, there's an election. There's so much.
We might not be
Back
here.
to Taylor.
Back to Taylor. Okay, but I think it is good for our users to know that we're safe. We're locked and loaded. Our users, our listeners. Did I say users? Oh, by the way, last week, rolling the tapes, you did say porter potty.
I know. You know what? I can't say it the right way. I can't say it the right way. Port
a potty.
a potty.
The other video that I saw is reflecting on the line in the song I Hate It Here, where Taylor Swift says, "My friends used to play a game where we would pick a decade we wished we could live in instead of this. I'd say the 1830s, but without all the racists."
So this user uses the audio from Macklemore. The user's at j.mini.
I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it.
And she says, she has on the video, Taylor Swift thinking she ate with that 1830s line. Very funny decade to choose. I saw another person saying, like, what do you miss? Like Martin Van Buren's presidency?
That's really funny. All right. Well, I actually think I'm behind because I haven't been on TikTok that much and I haven't been getting a lot of Taylor content. I assume it's gonna really pick up for me.
Oh,
in
it's
the
gonna
next few weeks.
because as soon, well, the other thing is that the whole like gay lore where people think that Taylor Swift is gay.
Right.
Although I feel like that is falling out of favor. But I got a parody video about Gaylor that was very funny. That was making fun of it, being like, and that like it was just riffing on people's dissecting, the way that people dissect every single word and act like everything is a sign and everything is a metaphor and everything is symbolizing something, but also in terms of her sexuality. That was funny. Then I saw another one that was speculating about Taylor Swift being obsessed with cocaine. And I was like, where have I landed?
True.
So yeah, as soon as you start liking them, it's what we're gonna be seeing for at least the next week.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's fine by me. I like, we're always on Taylor Talk.
Taylor Talk.
So on my algorithm this week was a really funny video by Murray Hill Boy, and he's pretending to do a college campus tour, and he's the tour guide, but of Murray Hill.
We're starting off our tour at one of the biggest freshman dorms here at Murray Hill University. I'm going to be walking backwards, so if I bump into a girl from A5, just give me a holler. We offer 2 majors here, marketing and business. Our campus boasts a series of locations for bagels. Our campus also has a bunch of fun bars. Bella Union, Blue Haven. Our dining hall features food from all over the world, like Italy, Japan, India. The food court is a great place to meet both past and future hookups. A little bit about me. My name is Max. I'm a sophomore here at MHU. My majors are business with a minor in legal and sleepaway camp, and I am the social chair of Zeta Beta View 34. Just about 95 to 100% of our students are involved in some Greek-like organization. Outside of that, we also smoke and drink. Now we're going to stop for a quick lunch. We have 2 options. There's going to be a French dip or a coconut shrimp roll. Behind me is one of our sorority houses, Alpha Epsilon the Murray Park. And this is my frat, Zeta Beta View 34. One of the amazing things about MHU is our summer study abroad program. Study abroad programs in East Hampton, Margit, and if you're an education or social work major, we offer in the Poconos and a series of premier sleepaway camps. All right, guys, this is the end of our tour. I hope you enjoyed campus. My name's Max. If you ever see me around, just give me a holler. Murray Hill. If I don't know you, I know someone who will.
Can you explain what Murray Hill is?
So the video is a satire of what Murray Hill is, which is where probably a bunch of people from Long Island move after they go to like Syracuse or NYU or any of these schools, and they have these expensive apartments in Murray Hills that usually their parents pay for.
Murray Hill, New York City.
Yes.
For our listeners in Jordan, who might not be familiar with Murray Hill.
Oh, man. I'm always on New York City TikTok.
Yes.
And I do, because we're talking about New York City TikTok, I have to say I was really saddened by the passing of this amazing New York City TikToker. Julia Fox did a video like crying about her. Her name is Ava Evans. Her New York City content was always great. I remember from the pandemic times, her posting, I would follow along, and she passed away. I think she was super young.
Yeah, she was 29.
Yeah, it's really sad.
I also think that there was another one, Kyle Marissa Roth, who was another TikTok creator who passed away, I want to say last week, suddenly. Yeah. And we're seeing the internet footprint that you have, sort of this type of celebrity that then dies. These are some of the first very well-known TikTokers who have died at the height of their viral fame. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's sort of a new territory for people to navigate, because TikTok is such a relatively new type of platform, and this is a relatively new type of celebrity. And so it's a different like closeness that I think users feel to these celebrities as well, which is why maybe people are also like very affected by their deaths, because of the way within which, or the way that they engage with them, that is different from a more typical celebrity relationship.
Yeah, I went to her TikTok page, and on her last video she posted, all the comments are rest in peace, what happened, is this true? Because that's the only way to, it's not, they know that she's dead, mm-hmm. but it's sort of like audience coming to terms with it in their own way.
Well, and also a lot of these individuals, many have management and publicists, but others don't. And so there are a lot of questions that are left when these people pass away that oftentimes would be answered by like a manager or a publicist in other celebrity situations.
Yeah, I think in the other person's case, the sister came mm-hmm. on and did a post. I think also in Eva Evans' case, her sister came on as well, or one of her family members came on and just updated the audience about what happened.
Wow. Well,
what's been on your For You page?
I did see that. That was on my For You page because I also engage in the New York City content. I also did see the Murray Hill content. But what I would like to highlight is a video by the user @It'sTinaColada.
Just a word of caution for all other maids of honor out there who are gonna like hold on to everyone's money for the bachelorette trip. Maybe don't be that one, because you can't understand how fucking uppity and anal everyone is about their money and how they can't see the bigger picture. Like, people just have no idea, because I realized I had $8,000 in my account from all the bridesmaids Venmoing me, and I was like, am I gonna let this money sit in my account, or am I gonna bet this on horses and maybe double it, maybe even quadruple it, quintuple it, and then instead of having to go to Nashville, we could go to Dubai, we could go to Mykonos, and then that's my present for my friend, the bride. I don't really care about these other girls, kind of relevant. Anyway, so one of the girls gets knocked up, she can't go on the trip anymore, and she's like, hey, could I have my share back? And I'm like, not until Peter Griffin, that's my horse, competes.
I loved this video because I loved the turn, as Dina would say, the right turn that it took. I loved the right turn that it took. And it really inspired me for Dina's bachelorette party that I think that we should engage in some sort of betting scheme.
I don't feel comfortable with that because you're saying everyone would pony up like $20.
Yeah.
And then you would put it on me to figure out what bet to put everyone's money in.
You don't have
I'd
to put
feel
all
so
the money in
bad.
one bet. You could spread it apart.
I could, but it's so much pressure. I'll do, or I said we could go somewhere that has a casino. I just put all the money on red or black.
How is that less pressure than
It's
sports?
just, that's more of like it's a stupid decision. It's 50-50, red, black. Sports has some.
Yes, because
I
I
don't know.
specified that I wanted it to be sports betting.
Right, but I'm not very good at sports betting.
Oh, I thought you were practicing sports betting. I thought you were like up on DraftKings.
Oh, I am up on DraftKings. I do practice sports betting, but it's my own money, and I bet 25 cents at a time, not other people's money. I would feel very uncomfortable. But you know what? If that's something you'd like to organize for my bachelorette, I won't stop you.
I mean, I would, but if I know that you're going to be made uncomfortable by it, then maybe I won't.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see as we get closer.
I just like the idea of turning nothing into something. I guess that's gambling.
You like the idea of gambling, yes. I love gambling.
I don't like
as
the
you-
practice
as you
of
know.
gambling. You're much more of a gambler than I am. Although I did come in third place in our March Madness
I
bracket.
know, I'm so proud of you. You got your money back.
Yeah, you know what I did? I just looked at the percentages and went with the one that had the higher percentage.
That's really smart.
Statistics.
Sometimes it works, sometimes, but there's always upsets. You can't always go.
I know.
by
I
it.
didn't get first place. I got third place.
Exactly. My one thing I want for you for my bachelorette, as you know, is I need you to go scuba diving. I'm sorry, snorkeling, not
Oh,
scuba
I was gonna say,
diving.
I think I have to get a
Yeah.
license for that. That's don't
You
I have
do,
to
you
go to
do.
lessons?
No, but you've never been snorkeling before, which I find very hard to believe. Or is this one of those times where you say you never did it? Like, I thought you never had hibachi before. That's why we did it for the bachelorette.
But I never said that. I've never been to Benihana. But
Okay,
I've
yeah,
had
so-
hibachi many times in my life.
Okay. But have you really not gone snorkeling?
No, when would I have snorkeled? My family used to go on vacation to New Hampshire.
You could, I mean, put on a snorkel and go into any body of water. That's snorkeling.
And just like look at the mud.
Yeah, sure.
No, I've never snorkeled in my life.
Okay, I'm going to get you somewhere where we can snorkel. Although I don't really like snorkel. I'd prefer scuba diving.
Okay, well, you can scuba dive and I'll snorkel. I'll just wave at you from the top. I have gone on a banana boat.
That's very different from snorkeling.
Yeah, but it's like a water activity.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Okay, I guess I have to sign up for my scuba diving lessons now.
Yeah, you do. Okay, moving on. There was some TikTok drama regarding the girl who traded a bobby pin for a whole ass house. It's the Trade Me project, and the user Tay_Erica explains the tea very well.
Tea time. Did you hear about Shay and the Trade House drama? Oh my gosh, this story is going viral, and I'm going to give you the full recap. The drama started when Shay posted that she had been banned from the house she won on TikTok. Shay's post went viral, with everybody wondering what happened. Once the answer came out, Shay ended up deleting her account entirely. This is Demi. Demi is the creator of the Trade Me project. Demi started with a bobby pin and traded her way around the country for different items until she became the owner of this home. Well, Demi didn't really need the house, so she decided to have a promotion and give it away to someone in need, and she chose Shay. Since Demi has millions of followers, this house giveaway came with a lot of other perks. People from around the world were sending gifts for Shay's housewarming, and they even gave money towards her education. Well, Shay moved in with her boyfriend's mom, and all these pets, and everything seemed to go fine until Demi received a message from her neighbor saying, hey, there are a lot of packages piling up on the porch, and it's been raining, and the packages are going to get ruined. What are you going to do?
So that was a little snippet, but long story short, the Trade Me project selected a person to move into this house because
I had to look up
Go
the
ahead.
Trade Me project. The Trade Me project was this TikTok creator who was seeing what she could get with a series of trades. So it was like starting
She
with
started
she
with
didn't
the
go
bobby
straight
pin.
from a bobby pin to a
No,
house.
but no, and then she had a whole series. So this person named Shay ends up getting the house, and then shit goes awry. Shay was blaming the Trade Me Project girl for not letting her in the house, but the Trade Me Project girl was like, I gotta come clean. They left the house in shambles and didn't come back to the house. And all these boxes, like basically people were doing like Amazon wish lists for this person, Shay, who was supposed to move in. And then Shay deleted her video and is not on TikTok anymore. And so this house is empty. What a dark turn to like what seemingly was a very nice thing.
I was also a little confused about just I mean, if the house was Shay's, if it's her property now, I guess she can trash it.
Right, but I don't think the deed was turned over yet. It was in the very beginning. And I mean, that's a good point. But was she ever planning on going back, I think was the question. So it's like they should have given it to someone who actually
needed or
was intent on living there.
In the house.
I think that was the point, yeah.
Right. What a bizarre story.
Bizarre drama.
And then I was thinking, what could I trade? Gotta trade a Bobby.
Oh, remember I gave you all those little tchotchkes when I moved out of my parents' house, and like the raisin figurines and bucket hats. You should have seen
gummies.
Yeah,
Spider-Man gummies that expired in 1997.
They're collectibles.
No one's collecting that. I'm sorry.
Well, missed opportunity there, Catalina.
I don't think so, but agree to disagree.
Moving on, our content creator spotlight is Phil DeGorder. He's been on my For You page for the past months. His prize T-Gel shampoo by Neutrogena is out of commission, out of stock. He went to TikTok and pleaded for them to do something about it. And he is not happy with the customer service.
Hi, it's Phil from New York. Well, I am still an unhappy customer of Neutrogena. As I pointed out in my last video, I did receive a direct message from Neutrogena pointing out that they believe that their T-Sal is the replacement for Neutrogena T-Gel shampoo. And maybe it is. Now, they asked me to send my contact information so they could send me a sample. All right. Well, as of now, I have not received that sample. And being in retail for many, many years, it's not good customer service. I would have made sure that Phil from New York had that sample pretty quickly, but I'm just saying. But the good thing is, I have been using, every single day, I've been using this Walgreen T-Gel. And I really look forward to doing a review on it sometime next week. Thanks everyone for watching. Please have a safe and enjoyable week.
This coincided, I was on a new shampoo purchasing journey, and I did end up coming across this specific shampoo, although now I'm a little confused about which version of the shampoo I came across, because apparently it's very good for greasy, oily hair. I don't know if that's what Phil is using it for.
He was battling a flaky scalp.
Flaky scalp. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, obviously he went viral because of everyone's sense of humor on TikTok, which is when they find an older person being very earnest in a funny way. Right. They glom on and the videos go viral. So that's how he went viral in the first place. And then he's obviously like building on it and maybe playing with it. I can't tell to the extent to which he is just like really mad about this shampoo, or
I think
if
he's being earnest.
I mean, I think he's earnest about the fact that he thinks that Neutrogena is being ridiculous, but I also think that he knows that he has an audience now, and so is going to keep making videos to appeal to the audience.
It's a way to get a brand's attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to New York City TikTok.
We're moving on a lot today.
Well, we gotta...
Dina's gotta go. Dina's gotta go to Passover.
I gotta go to Passover.
The brisket's in the oven.
It's true. Okay. Life with Jordan, JRDN. has a fantastic video about turtle races in Brooklyn.
I've decided I'm living my summer like it's a TV show, and I'm starting early with a fucking turtle race. Yes, turtles racing in Brooklyn. Me and Adrian bought tickets because all the friends go to the turtles, and baby, I'm not a gambler. Right, so they bring the turtles out like bad bitches once a month, and then they let them race. And let me tell you, them turtles was fucking moving. I don't know what I expected out of the turtle race, and baby, yeah. This is exactly what I got. And honestly, it was fun. It was fun. I'm trying to do more fun things. We stayed for 2 rounds. There's usually 3. People are real gamblers in there. And Ashanti won both times. Look at her. Look at her go. And yeah, that was Turtle Race Day.
I can't believe this didn't come on my For You page.
I think I've heard of turtle races before.
Yeah, but this video is great because it actually shows it. And as maybe a lot of our listeners know, I have a turtle named Little D. And Little D is pretty fast, so I kind of want to take Little D and bet on her.
Do you bring your own turtle, though? Or are
no,
they
own
these
turtles? Turtles at the bar. It's just, they're at the bar.
Is this something that, like, PETA will protest?
Probably. PETA protests everything, so probably.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine someone who's, like, pro-animal rights would be pro-turtle racing.
I don't think that the turtles aren't getting harmed, though.
No, and it's not like they're racing every day.
And I like the content creator's video. Like, her reason for going is having fun, going to new things. And this is such a fun niche thing you could do in Brooklyn.
It's reminiscent of in Austin Chicken Shit Bingo, which is what it sounds like.
Which, when we went to Austin for my 30th birthday, I was not allowed to go to.
I never went to Chicken Shit Bingo in the 8 years that I lived in Austin. And
nobody wanted to go with me.
You know, it just, watching a chicken poop doesn't really appeal to me.
It's a fun niche thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a Stitch trend.
Stitch! We have 2 Stitch trends.
Stitch! Ooh, wow, Stitch.
The first Stitch is a response by creator Rachel Elizabeth X0.
What is one thing that would indicate that you're in your 30s to other people in their 30s?
Ron, are you friends with her? 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 Let me know right now. Let me know right now.
When I first heard the audio, I thought she was saying run, but then after listening more closely, Ron, obviously, it's Jersey Shore.
I knew it so immediately.
I couldn't, my audio wasn't turned up loud enough, my volume, but then once I got the Ron,
if I were to do this trend, I think that what I would do is play a clip of a girl talk song, because that is something that really concretely situates you in a specific place and time.
There are clips of songs I hear, or the full versions of songs I hear that were in a girl talk mix, and it immediately brings me back to the girl talk mix.
Yeah, the song that I was getting some head, getting some head. It's because it's preceded by nothing compares to I was getting some head.
Yeah, exactly. But hearing the full versions of those songs it's weird.
Well, if you ever hear someone say nothing, well, that's also like Elephant Love Song Melody or medley from Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge, yes.
Wonderful.
Our next Stitch is by Stephanie Lexis.
Show me your completely useless secret talent.
This is Mary Kate. This is Ashley. This is Mary Kate. This is Ashley. This is Ashley. This is Mary Kate. This is Ashley. This is Mary Kate. This is Ashley. This is Mary Kate. In the middle, we got Elizabeth. You're welcome, world.
Do you have this talent where you could tell Ashley and Mary Kate apart?
I think not everywhere. I think I do know more or less who is who. So I kind of have the talent.
I could not tell you.
Do you have a secret useless talent?
I do.
What is it?
So I saw a People headline that says woman has biggest tongue width. And someone took what do you call, like, what a tailor has to measure something?
A measuring tape?
Yeah, a measuring tape.
Yes.
And measure the girth of the tongue.
Okay.
And I thought I could expand my tongue. I might beat the woman who has the Guinness World Record for being able to expand my tongue.
Show me your
really
tongue.
big.
Ew! Oh, I wasn't thinking of it being expanded that way.
Yeah.
Dina is expanding it vertically. I was thinking you were expanding it horizontally.
No. It becomes fatter. So you're doing it, but it's not as big as mine.
No, definitely not.
I looked into this. I said, do you win any money for getting like a Guinness World Record? No. So why would I ever do this?
Wow.
But that's
she's only motivated by money. She's not motivated by glory.
I don't need the glory for this. So secret talent, expand my tongue. And I honestly think I could have the Guinness World Record.
I don't know if I have a secret talent. None comes off my mind immediately. But Ivan has a talent, which is he can lick his elbow. You can't. Most people cannot do it.
I just tried to. I can't. Yeah.
Most people cannot do it. And it's because he can basically dislocate his shoulder.
Oh.
Which is disgusting.
Disgusting.
Foul.
I'm sure you have a secret talent. Oh, you know what I can't do that you've done before in front of me, shamefully? Is I can't bite my damn toenail.
Oh,
like
right.
I've seen you do.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm very good outward flexion.
Mobility?
Not
great.
good inward mobility, but good outward mobility. I can turn out, but not in.
Well, I'm glad everyone listening has turned up with us on this episode. This was so great.
This was an episode of Dina really wanting to go to Passover. She's ready.
She's ready.
She's going to drink 85 glasses of wine.
You're supposed to drink 4, but I fill those 4 glasses up half.
Oh, I know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Rate, review, subscribe.